Hello, and welcome to the Quiet Archive. There is a room in a university in Connecticut. It is a quiet room, a vault. The air is cool and dry and still. Here, surrounded by the world's most precious books and manuscripts, sits one that is unlike any other. It is not the largest book, it is not the oldest, and it is not the most beautiful, but it is perhaps the most mysterious. Its code is Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library, MS 408, but the world knows it as the Voynich Manuscript. It is a book bound in soft, pale vellum that no one on earth can read. It is filled with flowing, elegant script written in an alphabet that appears nowhere else. It is filled with illustrations of plants that do not grow on our planet, of star charts and constellations we cannot identify, and of strange, green pools where small, placid figures bathe in what looks like a dream. For over a century, the world's best minds have tried to break it. Cryptographers, linguists, historians, geniuses. The same codebreakers who deciphered secret Nazi messages in World War II looked at this little book and failed. AI-powered computers have analyzed its patterns, its letter frequencies, its syntax, and have returned with silence. Tonight, we are not here to solve it. We are here to visit it. We will turn its pages very slowly. We will look at its strange drawings and run our fingers along its impossible script. We are not here for answers. We are here for the quiet wonder of the question itself. So, settle in. Close your eyes if you wish. The archive is open. Before we ask what it means, we must first ask, what is it? If you could hold it, the first thing you would notice is the cover. It is soft. It is plain, pale, and flexible. It is vellum, animal skin, cured and stretched. It feels old to the touch, cool, and almost alive. The book is small. You could hold it in 2 hands, about 9 inches tall, 6 inches wide. When you open it, the pages crackle, a dry, quiet sound, the sound of centuries. There are about 240 pages, but we know that some are missing. The page numbers, added much later, skip. Where did they go? What secrets did they take with them? We don't know. It is the first of many silences. Let's look at the script itself. It is written in a dark brownish-black ink. It flows from left to right, just like English, but it is not English. The letters are beautiful. Some look familiar, an A perhaps, or an O, but others are completely alien, strange, gallows-like characters, letters with flourishes and loops, symbols that look more like runes or sigils. There are perhaps 20 to 30 unique characters in this alphabet. The hand that wrote it was steady and confident. The script is not scribbled, it is elegant. It flows as if the author knew exactly what they wanted to say. There are no mistakes, no crossed-out words, no corrections. Imagine writing an entire book, 240 pages, in a language you invented, without a single error. And between the blocks of text, there are the drawings. They are colored with simple inks, faded greens, blues,
reds and yellows. They are not masterworks of art. They are curious, almost childlike. But their subject is anything but simple. The manuscript is divided into sections defined by these drawings. Let's turn the pages one by one. The first section is the herbal section. Each page features a single plant, a full-page illustration, and in the margins, the strange script flows around it, as if describing it. A botanist's handbook. But what are these plants? You look at one. It has a thick, knobby root system, like a ginger root, but its leaves are a brilliant, impossible blue. Its flower looks like a sunflower, but the petals are shaped like feathers. You turn the page. Another plant. This one has leaves that look like a fern, but its stem is a braid of 3 separate vines. Its flower is a set of 12 small purple bells. You turn the page. Another and another, page after page, of plants that do not exist. They are not just bad drawings of real plants. Scholars have tried for 100 years to match them. Is that a dandelion? Is that a water lily? Number. They are chimeras. A leaf from one plant, a root from another, a flower from a third, as if someone were describing a dream of a garden. What were they for? Were they ingredients? Were they symbols? The script beside them offers no clue. It just flows, matter of fact, as if this blue-feathered flower were the most common thing in the world. We turn the pages again, and the herbal section ends. The book changes. We enter the astronomical section. Here, the pages fold out. They become large, complex, circular diagrams. At their center are suns or moons. The suns have faces. They are not angry. They are placid. They stare out, surrounded by rings of stars. But these are not our stars. We see what look like zodiac signs, a bull for Taurus, an archer for Sagittarius. But the archer is different, not a centaur, just a man. And the other symbols are baffling, strange, animal-like figures, rings of 30 tiny drawings, each holding a single star. It is a map of a sky, but not our sky. Or perhaps a map of a different kind of time, an astrology we have never known. The diagrams are intricate, they are precise, but what do they mean? What calendar did this book follow? What universe did it describe? The script continues, woven between the stars, as calm and unbothered as ever. We leave the stars, and as we turn the page, we find the manuscript's greatest mystery. The book moves from the heavens to the earth, or perhaps to a world beneath it. This is the balneological section. Balneology is the study of baths, and that is what we see, page after page, of intricate, impossible plumbing. We see large fold-out pages with strange green-blue pools of water. They are connected by pipes, tubes, and channels. Some look like organs, some look like tree roots. In these pools, there are small, naked women, dozens of them. They are not drawn in a suggestive way. They are schematic, simple. They are all identical. They hold their hands up. They sit, they stand. They wade through the green liquid.
What are they doing? It's not a spa. It looks more like an alchemical diagram, a process. Are they bathing? Are they being created? Is the water a medicine or a metaphor? The tunnels look like cross-sections of a body. Tubes feed into larger pools. Some women even seem to be born from a flower-like pipe. The script is here too. It flows with the water. It pools in the basins. It seems to label the pipes. But what does it label? Inlet? Spirit? Life? We can only guess. This is the heart of the book's strangeness. It feels biological. It feels secret. It feels like a process, a recipe for something, or a map of a place that is not a place. After many pages, the green pools dry up. The book changes again. Now we see jars, hundreds of small, labeled drawings. They look like apothecary jars, or seed pods, or organs. They are laid out in the margins, each with a small label in the unknown script. Is this the key to the herbal section? Are these the medicines made from those impossible plants? Are these the spices or chemicals used in the green pools? The book seems to be a complete world. It has its own nature, its own sky, its own science, and its own language. A language that, for 600 years, has held its secrets perfectly.
A book is a voice. It is a mind from the past speaking directly to us. But this book speaks in a tongue we cannot hear. For as long as we have known of the book, we have tried to read it. The script isn't random. It follows linguistic rules, just like a real language. But what does it say? The world's best codebreakers tried. William Friedman, the genius who broke Japan's purple cipher in World War II, spent years on it and failed. He believed it was a constructed, artificial language, but he could not read it. Simple ciphers failed. Even modern AI confirms it has structure, but offers no translation. The machine is as baffled as the human. The code remains perfect, a lock with no key. So, who wrote it, and when? There are two great possibilities. It is a brilliant hoax, or it is real. Was it a modern hoax by its discoverer, Wilfred Voynich? Number. In 2009, carbon dating proved the pages are from the early 1400s. So, an old hoax then? Perhaps made by a con artist to fool a rich patron, like Emperor Rudolph II, who reportedly bought it for a fortune. It's possible, but the book's deep complexity seems like far too much work for a simple con. If it's real, then what is it? A lost medical handbook written in code to hide its secrets? The last text of a forgotten people? Or an unbreakable cipher, its message still waiting? Its known journey is just as mysterious. It passed from an emperor to an alchemist, vanished for 200 years, and was found in a dusty trunk. In 600 years, no one has ever left a note in the margin that says, "I can read this." And so, we are back where we started, in a quiet room, looking at an object from the 1400s. The book rests. It holds its silence. Carbon dating tells us when. Linguistics tells us how it's written. But neither tells us why or what it says. Perhaps the manuscript is a mirror. The cryptographer sees a code. The botanist sees a garden. The artist sees a dream. And perhaps we see a quiet, wondrous puzzle. A reminder that for all we know, there are still rooms we cannot enter. There are still voices we cannot understand. It is a book
from a lost mind waiting patiently to be heard. But for tonight, we will let it rest. We close the cover. The vellum is cool to the touch. We leave the vault and its quiet, impossible book. We close the archive. Good night.